everyone, I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving weekend. We had Canadian Thanksgiving over this past weekend, and if you're not in Canada, I hope you had a fabulous weekend. Just the same. My life has taken quite a few turns over the weekend that I was not expecting. Lots of stuff coming up for clearing and releasing, and it's difficult to have faith and trust when things just, you have a huge twist in your life, but it's still important to keep that faith and keep that trust. So let's see what comes up for this week. I'm going to use the Archangel Oracle cards. And I'm also going to pull one Animal Spirit Guide card just because I feel guided to do that today. So let's see here what we have. Oh yeah, and it's Tuesday because yesterday was Thanksgiving Day. So it's a bit late, but what can you do? I'm human. I'm not perfect. I am never going to claim to be perfect. I am... well, I'm perfectly imperfect, just like everybody else. And that's how she goes. Okay, so I have my 3 cards. And I'm going to ask for an Animal Spirit Guide card that will go with our messages to help us for this week. Okay, so for the beginning of this week, so that was yesterday and today, we have Life Review. How interesting. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Well, I basically just said that. My life, yeah, I've been brought to attention. I've had a lot of things brought to my attention that I thought I had fully healed. And I think we have to stop being so hard on ourselves about this, because I think we go through really tough times and then we do a lot of healing and we look back and say, wow, I've come a long way. And then you continue to progress along on your path, and then something reignites you inside, and I think you can get triggered to fall into old habits or to want to act out in an old way. Instead of responding in a loving way, in a kind way, you want to just react and lash out on people and on yourself. And that's okay, we get triggered, things come up, and that is not to show you that you're the same old person that you were 5 years ago and you never healed. You know, this is here to show you that you have come a long way, and yeah, maybe you still get triggered, but you're human. And what I'm finding is I've had a lot of triggers lately, but I have to stop being hard on myself. And I think the fact that I can think back and say, you know what, 5-6 years ago, I would have responded in this way, but right now, even though I'm tempted to respond in that way, I'm responding in this way. That says a lot. So even if you do have triggers and you're tempted to go back to an old path or addiction or an old just way of reacting, you know, allow that. And it's okay to feel tempted, but it doesn't mean that you have to go down that path. And even if you do, I mean, that's okay too. You gotta forgive yourself, right? So this stuff comes up for a reason, and I think it's really just to help you realize how far you've come and realize how much growth has happened, and to be able to heal for you and spend time on you and to be your best self for you and to love yourself and accept yourself fully for you, and you're not waiting for anyone else to fully accept all of you, you know? That's what it's all about. For the middle of the week, we have Gentleness. It says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Well, that's certainly what I feel like, because I feel like on the weekend I really, really wanted to retreat. And I still kind of do feel like that. And that's okay. There are some times where you want to feel people's energies and you want to be out in public places and you want to be just full of energy and around people and surrounded with friends and family. And it was Thanksgiving. And at first I thought I was going to spend Thanksgiving alone and my family was going to go out of town. And I ended up last minute going to see my family because at the time I wanted to be around them. But now again I'm coming to a point where it's like, okay, so it's a balance, right? Like I don't want to sit at home and retreat for 5 days and become depressed. But at the same time, I don't want to go out every night and be around all my friends and family. So it's a balance. It's give and take, giving and receiving, just like I always say. It's a very important balance, and it's a difficult balance, but it is achievable. So I think it's important, no matter what, to be gentle with yourself. And if you need to have time to retreat and be gentle with yourself in that way and just be quiet and read or listen to music or do whatever you feel guided to do, that's awesome. But if you feel like you need to be around people, make sure that you're around people with gentle energies and light and loving energies that will help you along your healing journey and your healing path. And of course, you know, we can't control everything or who we bump into and stuff like that. But if you do have, you know, you do have the choice to surround yourself with friends and family that you know are gentle and you know will be helpful to you in your healing journey and your path right now. And for the weekend, we have Clairsentience, and this is about noticing the reoccurring physical and emotional feelings that you have, and they signify divine guidance. Actually, I feel guided to read what this is all about, because I know it's about recurring feelings that you get that you don't really pay attention to sometimes, but I feel like there's an extra message in there that I'm going to read, and I feel like I should read this in the book. Here we go. Please honor your feelings. Don't be afraid of deep emotions or intense feelings. I can help you distinguish between your own feelings and those of others. This is Archangel Raguel. I'll also help you clear any energies you may absorb. I'll guide you toward people, situations, and places with clear and loving energy. Same as gentleness. This goes hand in hand. Your repetitive emotions and physical feelings provide important information, so please notice and follow these feelings. Their answer to your prayers, ask me to help translate confusing messages so that you'll clearly know which steps to take. Well, there you go. Those messages go together hand in hand. You know, this week is all about learning. It's all about coming to a new time. I feel like there's lots of solar flares right now. There's lots going on in terms of the planets. And now is a time where old stuff is coming up to be released again. And yes, it's like again. I know it's annoying. Things come up and you're like, oh, I thought I already dealt with this. I have to deal with this again. I thought I healed this. Why is this coming up? And it's just to remind you again of how far you have come and to keep pushing forward, to stay gentle with yourself though, and stay around gentle people. Call on your angels to help you. And again, surround yourself with white light and purple protection light. Call on Archangel Michael to keep you safe. And call on the angels to keep you around safe and gentle people. And even if you have to go out and be around a lot of people, you know, just surround yourself with extra protection and ask Archangel Raguel to keep you around loving and gentle people. As well as Archangel Sandalphon, who comes through for the gentleness message. So for the Animal Spirit Guide card to go along with this week, it's from the Penguin! The Penguin! This was one of the messages that came up for the month of October, so the Penguin is really here for this week. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Does that not go perfectly together with all of this for the week? It certainly does. Lots of stuff coming up. Like I said, there's dark past, there's dark stuff coming back up from our past, but it doesn't have to dictate your future. It doesn't mean that you're going back down the wrong path or you're going down a really dark way again. You know, it's just that, let the past go. The past was the past. And yes, we've all been hurt. We've all been through dark times. We've all had dark, horrible, painful experiences, you know, and it doesn't mean we won't ever be hurt again. But be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. Stay quiet. Find a quiet place. It'll really help you throughout this week. Stay around gentle, loving, kind people, compassionate people. And you know all the answers that you need. You don't have to go out and seek answers outside because that never soothes anything inside. And if you're around gentle people, the only messages that they'll give you that will resonate with you are things that you already know inside. There are messages that your soul already knows. And there's nothing that anyone else knows that you don't. Your soul knows what you need for learning and for healing and for growing. It's just about taking time to be still and gentle and just be for a while. And those messages will come through for you and everything will work out. You're always provided for. Remember that. And yeah, that's the main message, is that there's darkness. It's in the past. Let it go. Don't keep hanging on to the past and dragging it into the future. It's your choice, right? Ask your angels for help. Remember, we have many laws, universal laws, like free will, so they can't intervene unless it's a life or death situation unless you ask them to intervene. So make sure you call on your angels to help you and they will help you. Looks like a pretty intense week, same as it's coming, like I think this whole month is about really releasing and letting the past go, and it's not necessarily an easy process, but it's worth it. It's time for life review, time to be gentle with yourself and with others, and to be around gentle people in gentle situations. To notice your feelings, to notice how you feel in your body, and to allow it, not to get mad about your physical feelings or your emotional feelings. It's about allowing it. And again, from the penguin, just have faith. There is light. Everything's going to be okay. And yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.